pulleys. In machine chapter, second concept is pulley. A simple pulley, it is a metallic or wooden disc with a grooved rim, and a string or a rope is passed the grooved rim. At the rim, the disc rotates about an axle, passes through its center. The axle is fixed rigidly to the frame by means of a nail. This is a disc, and this one is grooved rim, and this is a frame. Here is a nail. This middle center portion is a axle. In a single pulley can be used in two ways. One is a single pulley can be used in two ways: as a fixed pulley by keeping its axis of rotation stationary, and as a movable pulley by changing its axis of rotation. See here also same pulley. This is a string, and here is a frame, and this is nail, and this is axle. This is a disc, and here is the grooved rim. This is a movable pulley by changing its axis of rotation. So we'll discuss single fixed pulley. A pulley which has its axis of rotation stationary in position. Stationary means rest. A pulley which has its axis of rotation stationary in position is called a single fixed pulley. Okay. Now we'll discuss the mechanical advantage, velocity ratio and efficiency of a single fixed pulley. See, this MA means mechanical advantage, PR means velocity ratio. This eta, symbol of eta is the efficiency. In lever concept we discussed these three concepts. Okay, so see this diagram. This is a single fixed pulley. See, here is this one is a frame. This is grooved rim. Here is axle, and this is a string, and this one is load or a weight, that is 10 kgf, or that is equal to 98 Newton. In terms of Newton, this is 98 Newton, and effort you are applying is 98 Newton. Here is a one person that using that string that is pulling this load. So this load will come upward direction, and this effort is a downward direction. Here tension will occur. The tension is same in load arm and effort arm, that is T. Okay. So if we neglect the mass of a string and the friction at the axle, the mass of the string and the friction at the axle are in the pulley bearings, then in the balanced position of a load we have L is equal to T. If we neglect the mass of a string and a friction at the axle are in the pulley bearings, in this case we'll get load is equal to tension T. Take this as equation number 1. And effort is equal to that also same T. When pulley is not rotating, this pulley is not rotating, only this grooved rim is rotating and this string is moving. Okay, so this is equation number 2. From equation 1 and 2 we'll get, see, T is same, they will cancel, and E is equal to L, means effort is equal to load. In the ideal case, the effort needed to lift a load is equal to the load itself. In the ideal case, the effort needed to lift a load is equal to the load itself. And mechanical advantage that we know the formula load by effort, that is equal to, see here, load is a T. In equation number 1, load is equal to T and effort is also T from equation 1 and 2, T by T. See, both they will get cancelled, will get a 1. Mechanical advantage is equal to 1. Take this as equation number 2. Thus, in this arrangement, there is no gain in the mechanical advantage. If the mechanical advantage we got 1 means there is no gain in the in this arrangement. If the point of application of effort E moves a distance d downwards, the load L also moves the same direction d upwards. See, if E is in downward direction, L will get a upward direction. So if D is equal to D, then DL is also D. See in this diagram, effort is downward direction, then load is moving up, that is the upward direction. So velocity ratio is equal to, we know, distance moved to the effort arm by distance moved to that load arm. So DE is equal to D and DL is equal to D. Then we'll get a 1. Okay, so this is equation number 3. And we already discussed the efficiency formula. Efficiency, eta is equal to mechanical advantage divided by velocity ratio. From equation number 2, mechanical advantage is 1. Velocity ratio is 1. So that is equal to 1 or 100%. We can take efficiency in terms of a percentage. If the mechanical advantage is 1, velocity ratio is 1, then we will get a efficiency 1. Or we can take that as in terms of percentage, that is 100%. Question number 4. Next, a single movable pulley. A pulley whose axis of rotation is movable is called a single movable pulley. A pulley whose axis of rotation is movable is called a single movable pulley. See in this diagram, this one is a rigid support, this H is hook, and this one is grooved rim, this is axle, this is a frame, here is a load. Okay, and here is a effort. T is tension in this string. Here tension is equal to effort. Next, mechanical advantage, velocity ratio and efficiency of a single movable pulley. As we earlier discussed in a single fixed pulley, same as that of single movable pulley. If we neglect the friction in the pulley bearings and the weight of the pulley and a string, the load L is balanced by the tension T in two segments of the string and the effort E balanced the tension T at the free end. Okay, load L is balanced by the tension T, this L, in two segments of the string, and the effort E balanced by the tension T at the free end. This is free end, and this tension load string is attached to the hook. Okay, so we'll get L is equal to T plus T, that is equal to 2 times of T, 2T, equation number 1, and effort E is equal to T, that is equation number 2. From equation number 1 and 2, we'll get E is equal to L by 2. See here, from equation number 1 and 2, L is equal to 2T, E is equal to T, then E is equal to L divided by T, L divided by 2, here T get cancelled, and this L will come here and 2 will come here. This is equation number 1. The load can be lifted by applying an effort equal to half the load, that is single movable pulley. This SMP means single movable pulley acts as a force multiplier. See, this is important. The load can be lifted by applying an effort equal to half the load. And effort is equal to half the load. See in this equation. That is single movable pulley acts as a force multiplier. Now mechanical advantage, we know formula, load by effort. See, load is how much? 2 times of T. Effort is T. T will get cancelled, will get 2. So mechanical advantage is a 2. If the distance of effort is DE is equal to D, then the distance of a load DL is equal to d by 2, half of the distance. Then velocity ratio will get the distance moved to the effort divided by distance moved to the load. This dE by dl is, see, this is equal to dE is how much? D, and dl is equal to d by 2. Okay, here d will get cancelled, this 2 will go denominator, then velocity ratio is equal to 2. That is equation number 3. See, our mechanical advantage is also 2. Velocity ratio is also 2. Therefore, efficiency eta is equal to mechanical advantage divided by velocity ratio. Mechanical advantage is 2. Velocity ratio is 2. 2 by 2 is equal to 1. If the efficiency is 1 means that is 100%. For an actual single movable pulley, due to friction in the pulley bearings or at the axle and the weight of the pulley and the string. The actual single movable pulley is due to what? Friction in the pulley bearings or at the axle and the weight of the pulley and the string. Next, combination of pulleys. We discussed about a single fixed pulley and a single movable pulley. If we combined the two pulleys, what will get? See here, combination of pulley using one fixed pulley and several movable pulleys attached to the same rigid support. And one more we'll discuss, using several pulleys in two blocks, means of which lower block is movable and upper block is fixed, known as a block and a tackle system. Okay, if we used the several pulleys in two blocks are known as a block and a tackle system. First one we will discuss, using one fixed pulley and several movable pulleys attached to the same rigid support. See, this is a rigid support. This D is a fixed pulley and A, B, C are movable pulleys. See how? See, this is a rigid support and this is here a hook. This is fixed. So this is a fixed pulley, and see, this A is this with this string. It is attached to here, and again B is free. This C also free. Okay, so these three pulleys acts as a movable pulleys, and this D is a fixed pulley. Okay, so in this condition what will happen? D as a fixed pulley and A, B, C are a movable pulleys. The tension is same in one string, but it is different in different strings. The tension T, see, T1, T2, T3. Okay, the tension in the first string A movable pulley is a T1, T1. See, this one is one string, and here in this string is attached to B pulley, that is T2. The tension in a C pulley, that is T3, and here this is a fixed pulley D is. So here also tension is same, that is T3. So mechanical advantage and load. This is a load attached to the movable pulley A. Mechanical advantage, in equilibrium, effort E is equal to T3. Here effort is equal to T3, that is equation number 1. The two segments of string passing over the pulley A supports the load L. The two segments of a string T1, T2 are the two segments of a string over a pulley A supports the load L. Therefore, tension T1 in this string is given as 2T1 is equal to L. 2T1 is equal to L, or T1 is equal to L divided by 2. This 2 take here. So this is equation number 2. Next, similarly, two segments of a string passing over the pulley B supports the tension T1. So tension T2 in this string is given as 2T2 is equal to T1, or T2 is equal to T1 divided by 2. And T1 is what? Equation number 1. T1 is equal to L by 2. So see, T1 is L by 2. Already 2 is there here. So 2 into 2. T2, this is a T2. So T2 is equal to L divided by 2 into 2. We can take 2 square. This is equation number 3. Similarly, the tension T3 in string passing over the pulley C. Here, the tension T3 passing over a pulley C is T3 is equal to 2 times of 2T3 is equal to T2, or T3 is equal to again T2 by 2. This is equal to again T2 is equal to what? L divided by 2 square into 1 more 2 is there here, 2. Okay. If the base are same, we can add powers. 2 plus 1, 3. So T3 is equal to L divided by 2 cube. This is equation number 4. From equation number 4, load L is equal to, see, T3 is equal to L divided by 2 cube. Using this, L is equal to 2 cube into T3. Okay. So L is equal to 2 cube into T3. This is equation number 5. Again, from equation number 1 and 5. Equation number 1, E is equal to T3 and L is equal to 2 cube into T3. E is equal to, will get L divided by 2 cube. Equation number 6. This is effort we got and L also we got. And what we want? Mechanical advantage. Formula is load by effort. L by E. That is equal to L means what? 2 cube into T3 divided by effort is equation number 1. E is equal to T3. T3 get cancelled, remaining 2 cube. This is equation number 7 and that is our mechanical advantage. If n movable pulley with a one fixed pulley, if we apply the n movable pulleys with a one fixed pulley, then we will get mechanical advantage as a 2 raised to n. See, here we got what? Mechanical advantage 2 raised to 3. Why? Because in this case what we took? Only one fixed pulley and 3 movable pulleys. If we took n number of pulleys here, then our mechanical advantage is equal to what? 2 raised to n. Okay. Next, velocity ratio. A moves up by a distance x. See in this diagram, if A moves up by distance x, that is dl is equal to x. That A holds a load L, so the distance dl is equal to x, and B moves up by a distance, see this B moves up by a distance 2 times of x, that is 2x. Then C moves up by a distance 2x and again 2, that is 2 square into x. Same, D moves up by a distance of 2 times of this C time, that is 2 square x. Then you will get 2 cube x. Okay, that is the effort E moves by a distance 2 cube x, or a dE is equal to 2 cube x. See, the velocity ratio formula is distance moved by the effort dE by distance moved by the load dl. So we know the distance moved by the effort dE is a 2 cube x, and distance moved by the load, that is x. Okay, so 2 cube x divided by x. Here x get cancelled, remaining 2 cube. Okay, that 2 cube is the velocity ratio. We already got the mechanical advantage, that is also 2 cube, and mechanical velocity ratio also 2 cube. For n number of movable pulley if we used and one fixed pulley, that in that case velocity ratio will get 2 raised to n. In this case how much we used? The movable pulley is 3. So that's why we got the velocity ratio 2 raised to 3. If we used the n number of movable pulleys, then our velocity ratio is equal to 2 raised to n. Okay. Next, efficiency. Efficiency eta is equal to mechanical advantage divided by velocity ratio. For n number of movable pulleys, the mechanical advantage is 2 raised to n and velocity ratio 2 raised to n. They will get cancelled. Similar terms 1. If the efficiency is 1, that is 100%. Next, second point, using several pulleys in 2 blocks, block and a tackle system. Okay, see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 pulleys we used. Okay, here tension is the same throughout the pulleys. T, that is effort is, if we are applying 24.5 Newton, consider, and load is the 10 kgf or 98 Newton, that is block. The number of pulleys used in the movable lower block is either equal or less than the number of pulleys in the fixed upper block. And in this system of a pulleys, 2 blocks of pulleys are used. One block upper having several pulleys is attached to a rigid support, and the other block having a several pulleys is movable. This arrangement is called a block and a tackle system. See, these 2 movable pulleys are free and they are attached to this rigid support. So these we can call it as a block. Again, these 2 are free from this, but they are attached to, by using the string, they are attached to this upper support arrangement. So this whole we can take as a tackle. This from the rigid support, if they are connected, if they are arranged, they are blocks. 2 or more pulleys are there, means they are blocks, and same block is attached to this rigid supported block is called as a tackle system. And block and tackle for a 4 pulleys. In this diagram, block and tackle for 4 pulleys. Mechanical advantage. ME means mechanical advantage. In above figure, if the tension in the 5 segments, if you took 5 segments of a string supports the load L, then L is equal to 5T, 5 times of T, and effort is a T, effort is equal to T. This is equal to E is equal to L divided by 5. Using this, T is equal to L by 5. So E is equal to L by 5. And mechanical advantage is equal to load by effort. That is equal to, load is how much? 5 times of T. Effort is T. This T get cancelled, remaining 5. Similarly, in the above figure, the tension in 4 segments. See, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 segments of a string supports the load L. This L. Therefore, L is equal to 4 times of T. If we used in this diagram the 7 segments, then our load is equal to 7 times of T. Here we used only 4. L is equal to 4T. And effort is equal to, effort is same. See, throughout the string T is same. E is T. And using this, E is equal to, we can take L by 4. And mechanical advantage, L by E, that is equal to 4T divided by E is T. T get cancelled, remaining 4. In general, if we took the n number of segments here, then our load is equal to n times of T. And effort is T, or E is equal to L divided by n. See how this arrangement. These two are attached to the rigid support and these two are attached to this block. This we should take a block. See, string is moved in this way. Next, the mechanical advantage is equal to L by E, and that is equal to N into T divided by T. T get cancel, N. Total number of pulleys in both the blocks is how much? N. The mechanical advantage is equal to total number of pulleys in both the blocks. How much pulleys will take? No, that much only the mechanical advantage. The velocity ratio. If dl is equal to d, here dl means what? The distance moved by that load, and d is distance moved to that effort, that is nd. So velocity ratio de by dl, we know this formula. This is equal to d is what? Dn divided by dl is d. D get cancel, n. So velocity ratio is also same. 1. Equation number 1. Thus, the velocity ratio is always equal to the number of strands of tackles supporting the load. How much number of strands we took? No, pulleys, that only tackle supporting the load. Therefore, efficiency it is equal to mechanical advantage by velocity ratio. See, mechanical advantage is n, velocity ratio n by n is equal to 1, or if the efficiency is 1, that is 100%. Question number 2. Effect of weight of a pulleys on mechanical advantage, velocity ratio and efficiency. Consider a system of n pulleys. Let W be the total weight of the lower block along with the pulleys in it. In the balanced position, E is equal to T. Then L plus W is equal to N into T, or L is equal to NT minus W using this. This is equal to again N E minus W. And mechanical advantage formula L by E is equal to L is N E minus W divided by E. This is equal to N minus W by E. Using this equation, if you took E outside, we will get N minus W by E. Equation number 3. And velocity ratio is equal to N. That is equation number 4. Therefore, efficiency is equal to mechanical advantage divided by velocity ratio. Mechanical advantage is how much? N minus W by E divided by velocity ratio is N. Okay. So, by simplifying this equation, you will get 1 minus W by N into E. Equation number 5. Thus, the efficiency is reduced to the weight of the lower block of pulleys. More the weight of the lower block, less is the efficiency. The efficiency is reduced due to the weight of the lower block of the pulleys. More the weight of the lower block, less is the efficiency.